This ain't the old Deebo. Today, pads came on in Ashburn. I know y'all seen a lot of reports going out. But Deebo Samuel was him today, man. He was him today. All that offseason talk about his weight, his focus, his attitude, he silenced it all with one padded practice, man. One padded day at work. From stiff arms to sideline grabs to those blocks that make you say, ooh. Deebo didn't just show up, man. He announced himself. He let everybody know he is him. He is Timothy Samuels Jr. This ain't Deebo of last year. This a different beast than Burgundy, man. He on our squad. Got JD5 and Kliff Kingsbury calling it up. It's going to be a renaissance season for that boy if I ain't never seen it. Anywho, welcome to Gerard B TV. Where Burgundy and gold, we never fold. If you're hyped for Deebo, JD, Kliff Kingsbury, and what they can potentially put together with the Terry McLaurin, with Jayden Lane, and all these different acquisitions that we have with the defense, the way the defense is looking, lock in with me, baby. Lock in with me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and let's get it, man. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. We breaking down camp every day. If you can see, I got the polo on. I'm still at work. Still at work. Still at work. But listen, the critics was on Deebo ass, all right? Let's not forget, just a few weeks ago, they was trying to call my man fat and out of shape. A lot of Eagles fans coming at him, a lot of San Francisco fans coming at him. Never thought I'd see those two franchises unite. But yeah, like they was on his ass, right? But listen, as he told reporters yesterday, I know who I am and I know what I'm capable of. All right, let that sink in for you for a second, right? He backed that up with a ridiculous day in full pads a day. Coaches and teammates was buzzing. DQ mentioned today, talking about how he loved coaching them. Kliff Kingsbury said it best. He's got real juice, and it just hit different when the pads are on. DQ said the same exact thing. The energy, it resonates right across the field. And you know we got a lot of spark plugs on the team like that already, so our team is going to be full of energetic dudes. We should always be the team that's the most up and ready to go to battle. Right? We should never be moseying about. The energy today that Deebo had was the loudest. He was the most physical guy on the field, right? And that's exactly what we need in our wide receiver room. If we're going to be short in stature, we just need to be bullies and bulldogs, right? Don't nobody like when the bulldog come around. Nobody. He started doing one-on-ones, right? Tyler Owens, or as we call him, T.O., the mutant, he lined up across Deebo. Promising second-year safety, right? They's trying him out of different spots. So, you know, the young boy was about to get baptized. And the whistle blew. Deebo jabbed left and exploded right. Took the contact and never broke stride. 6 feet, 215, probably 220. You know, pure athlete, right? Never broke stride. He not slow. So, you know, Jayden Daniels lost at that joint to the sidelines, and Deebo went up and got it. All right? It wasn't just a catch. It was a straight up, I'm an alpha, but I'm a sigma, though. But I'm an alpha grab, right? Like, he was like, I'm the dude here. That's what we're going to do. And after the rap, he dapped Owens up, let him know, you know, no hard feelings or whatever. Keep it up, young buck. You was right there in coverage. I just so happened to be the better person on that play, right? Consistency matters. He turned to the sidelines and barked to the crowd, don't forget who I am. And them boys went crazy. It was all over Twitter. Like, they was going crazy on Twitter today. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Again, I appreciate y'all for putting everything out there for us fans that's not as doesn't have the ability to go to camp like you guys. I appreciate it, man, because, yeah, my job wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me travel up to Maryland for that. But listen, it didn't stop there with Deebo, man. It did not stop there with Deebo. Listen, you know, they be trying to call him the wide back or whatever. Listen, Kliff Kingsbury was like, I don't care what they call you. You a weapon. All right, you weapon X out here. You know what I'm saying? He put Deebo in the backfield, motioned him around, and he just let him cook. They said one swing pass from Jayden Daniels, Deebo dropped the hammer on a kid. He lowered his shoulder and stiff-armed a linebacker. He lowered his shoulder into a linebacker and stiff-armed a linebacker. Right? That's crazy. You stiff-arm a DB, You shoulder, you truck stick a linebacker, like you're going crazy, right? And this is a check down that turned to a 25-yard gain. Now, granted, this is practice. You know, you're not supposed to be taking these players to the ground. So the offense has a little bit of an advantage when it comes to the, I would say, the initial pop from physicality, right? Like the after effect. You can't follow through as a defender, but the offensive player, if they got enough girth to them, enough tonnage, if you will, shout out to Rio, you know what I'm saying, then they're able to just bounce off that and they can make the second effort play while you can't as a defender. So there you go. But hey, it's Deebo. I don't know if they would have took him down anyway, right? But listen, fans on the sidelines were absolutely going crazy today for that man. Not because of the flash, but because of the pure force he plays with, right? Not reckless abandon. Like, he not out there trying to injure himself, but he out there like, I am a human bowling ball that is fast as hell and I can catch with the best of them, right? Listen, we ranked bottom 10 last year in yards after catch. Deebo alone is going to change that overnight. Like, I don't know what that offensive outlook is going to look like because we got all these pieces that Kliff gets to play with. Man, it's amazing. Like, I don't envy to be Kliff because everybody's going to want the ball, right? And he's going to have to figure out how he's going to divvy all that up. You got some of the young bucks that we've mentioned already on this channel that's trying to rise up. You know, we haven't even touched on the tight ends yet. You know Zach Ertz going to eat. And Ben Sinnott, we want him to eat. So you still got guys behind them, right? You still got Cole Turner made a big catch today, right? So it's Ben Sinnott made a big catch today. So it's like, I think Zach Ertz made a big catch today. It's crazy. Like, the offense was, granted, all reports say the defense was absolutely a menace today, right? The defensive line was a menace, but that didn't slow down JD and that didn't slow down the passing attack. So there you go, all right? So listen, let me tell you about this block, right, that was heard around the world, right? So let me tell you, and it wasn't from a linebacker. Inside zone to Brian Robinson. Deebo lined up out wide, cracked inside, and he absolutely obliterated a linebacker, right? Buried him. Straight tombstone. Everybody in the crowd was like, what? And then he peeled off and hit a second defender. Brian Robinson picked up 10 extra yards. But the message was already sent. The team's physicality at the receiver position is a real deal Holyfield type situation, right? Like, it's amazing to see because we had that. We had to cut Jahan Dawson last year because he wasn't physical enough to block. Point of catch wasn't there. All of that, right? So you saw we had Terry out there blocking. He was looking a little at first, but he started getting it together. You know what I'm saying? He's a strong dude. Y'all see my man looking like he was working out. You already know he's in phenomenal shape. But listen, what's even bigger than that? The vibe that Deebo gives off, man. Like, playing with the rookies and things like that, staying late after practice with Mikey Sanders still, Casimir Allen, and any other wide receivers that want to get some work in, or corners that want to get some work in. He's there. He's not just playing, he's investing into the craft, but more so into the fabric of the brotherhood of the team. That's very important because with chemistry, the chemistry with Jayden Daniels can be real. You just got to make sure that you're on the same page with everybody on the field, mainly number 5 and your cohorts, that's your playmakers with you on the field. So as JD has said himself, he knows where I'm putting the ball and I trust him to go get it. He hasn't even been here 5 months, right? The season's still a month away and he's already developing a level of consistency. You can thank Terry McLaurin for that. Straight up, you can thank Terry McLaurin for that because a lot of all those reps that Terry was going to get, they had to funnel that down the roster, right? So now Deebo's getting that lion's share of the ones of that rep. Now, granted, Deebo was going to start regardless, but you know, use a pecking order and things of that nature when it comes to rep count. So boom, there you go. Now Deebo's getting those reps. Now, granted, Terry and Jayden got booked reps, the bank reps, as DQ likes to put it. So we should be in good shape. We just do want Terry back sooner than rather than later because we still want him to knock off any rust that he has from not being a part of this early training camp session. Back to what Kliff Kingsbury may do with Deebo Samuel. You know we run a screen-heavy system, right? And just think about the way that Kliff, Deebo, and Jayden will be able to run that, right? We run a lot of RPOs and things of that nature. I can't wait for that first RPO when we fake the run And then JD got an option to run, but he see Deebo that got right behind the linebacker in that corner. It's going to be a problem, right? So now, because now the safety got to tackle him, moving 21 miles per hour, wide open grass. I don't know if it's going to happen. I think Deebo's taking that to the house with a clean, stiff arm. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of. Deebo might have 10 reception touchdowns this year. I'm just throwing it out there. He might get another 2 or 3 on the ground, right? Which would be an amazing feat for our second wide receiver, because we know Terry going to eat. We expect Terry to give us at least a dozen, right? That's 25 touchdowns from 2 wide receivers. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Listen. So now the pads are on. Is this the version of Deebo Samuel that's the most dangerous weapon in the NFC East? Think about that for a second. He is the Yak King. He can block. He a leader. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your take. Hit that like button if you felt the energy in the video. Subscribe to Gerard B TV. We're burgundy and gold. We never fold. We're going to do trenches video later this week. We're gonna highlight the defensive line. We're gonna look at the potential Hogs 2.0. Right? See y'all in the comment section. Keep it coming, baby. Keep it coming. Listen. Catch you on the next one. We out.